So, how do you gather your own knowledge on a daily basis? Like, how do you gain knowledge in your terms?
Um, any sort of social media, really, like Facebook, Twitter, Google, news, newspaper, stuff like that.
All right.
Just like talking to people.
All right. Okay, that's good. So, what would you say? What do you do with your senses, like your smell? What do you do with them?
I use them to gather like information on certain things.
Okay. Like what type? Like what? Like just give me an example.
Like for example, if I like walk past a tree or a bush or something like that, I would like look at it and see that it's green or what color it is, how if it's thorny or not. Then I'll like touch it.
Okay.
If it has a smell, I'll smell it, something like that.
All right. It's good. Can you think of any time you've gained knowledge through rational thought, like where you've made, like you made your own decision, like you came up with the thought on your own, like there was no basis in the real world.
That's a great question. I have, but it's more like based on a specific subject. Like for example, like why cars these days they need it to be running for it to produce electricity. Like why can't it instead of like just be running to produce electricity? Why can't it just produce electricity while it's sitting there?
But that idea was based on other things, right? Like it was based on like the idea of cars needing to be more eco-efficient, okay, right? Like you would say, okay. So John Locke and Francis Bacon believed that sensations are the source of all ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where only our ideas come from. Do you agree with that?
No, because our senses are all connected to our brain, and our brain processes all those information that it gives us. So I believe that the brain is where it comes from.
All right.
But our senses gathers them.
Okay. Because my next question would be: is there any other way you think of to gather information other than through senses or observation?
Well, everything, I guess it is right, because everything that you look at to get your information, gather knowledge, you have to use your senses. Like you have to read a newspaper, you have to listen to the news, listen to people talk,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just have to gather it like that.
Yeah. So So you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's good. Thank you.
You're very welcome.